Okay, we are going to get started. Welcome to the Strawberries and Salad Greens Day Volunteer Overview webinar. We are going to go through just quickly. We will not be here a full hour, I promise, and then we will have lots of time for questions. Like I said, please download the handout so that you can follow along and just give them a quick overview to see if there are any questions there as well. So what are we going to talk about today? So we're going to go over just the basics. What are you expected to do? What are you being provided with? What do you do when you get to the school? What do you do at the end of the day? And then plenty of time for questions. So what are you expected to do as a volunteer? There are a couple main things that we want to touch base on. One of them is you are required to set up an education station in the cafeteria or the other designated room. So for most of the schools, this event, will take place in the cafeteria, but some schools, either the students eat in their classroom or they are requesting a volunteer to come after school or during a different time of the day when that school has decided to do the event. So one of the great things about Strawberries and Salad Greens Day is that it's flexible. And we encourage schools to take on this event and make it their own school's event. And we really want them to be able to do that, and the volunteers help them to do that. So one of the things you'll want to ask your point of contact, if you haven't already asked them this, is, will I be doing something in the cafeteria or another room? So you'll also be expected to engage with the students. The whole reason you're there is to make sure that there is somebody who can make the connection with the students between what's on their lunch tray and what this big fun day is and why you're handing them a sticker, why there's a poster, why they're all eating the same food across the district. We want to really make sure that the kids get that connection, and that is what your main focus is as the volunteer. So you can engage with students in a number of different ways, and as we go through some of the materials that we're going to provide, we'll talk about those. So the other thing is we want you to be excited about local strawberries and salad greens on the lunch tray that day. You are the ambassador for this event at the school. You are the champion. So put on your excited face. Think about why it's important for local, why it's important for the students to understand that, how to connect that to healthy fruits and vegetables that they should be eating every day. And some of those fun facts are on your volunteer talking points and in our resource packet. And then the last thing is just be flexible. Schools, as many of you may or may not know, are environments where things are constantly changing on the fly. And so flexibility is a really big aspect of being a volunteer for this event. You may show up and lunch may be delayed 15 minutes. Lunch may have started 15 minutes early because something else came up and you have to quickly set up, and that's okay. Things are not perfect in events at schools. We don't expect perfection. All we expect is you to do the best that you can with the situation that you're given. If at any point during this webinar you have questions, you can feel free to either use the chat box or raise your hand. There should be a raise your hand spot function, so you can do that as well. All right, so what are you provided with? You are going to be provided with a number of things. So first of all, we're going to give you some plants. Most years we get lettuce plants and strawberry plants. We are still making sure that is happening. So when you come for pickup, you'll have plants, and we'll talk to you about how to take care of the plants as well in case you're worried. But for the most part, you'll pick them up on Tuesday. They may or may not need a little water when you get home. You'll touch the soil. If it's like really bone dry, just give it a little bit of water. You can also do that in the morning too. You'll get stickers. So you'll get a roll of stickers to take to the school, and you just want to hand those out like wildflowers. All the students should get them. A lot of times the teacher or your point of contact may say, oh, you can give them to the students when you see them try the vegetable or the fruit. And you can use the stickers as a way to engage the kids. So you could walk around the cafeteria and say, oh, did you guys try your strawberries and salad greens? And the kids may say no. And you say, oh, well, I have stickers. Would you like to try them? And then you could get a sticker for trying them. That's a great way to engage with the kids. You will get a t-shirt and an apron. Both of those are yours to keep, or you may leave them at the school. It's totally up to you. And the t-shirt is a Strawberries and Salad Greens Day t-shirt on the front, and then it'll say volunteer on the back. So you'll be easily identified. So I do suggest wearing that to the school so that when you walk in, there's like an immediate contact of, oh, you're the Strawberries and Salad Greens Day volunteer. Great, let's take you to your room. The apron, again, you can wear it. You can Give it to somebody at the school if there's a point of contact there that's helping you out. You can give it to one of the cafeteria staff if you'd like to. You can give it to a student as a prize. It is all up to you to be flexible. You'll also get a poster. It seems like the photo didn't transfer on my end, so I'm hoping it happened for you, but there is a copy of the poster in the resource packet for you to see. It's a yellow poster. It's thin and it's flexible and it's to roll, so we'll have them rolled up for you to take home. And the poster is a seasonality chart, so it's a wheel, and it is divided into 4 sections: fall, winter, spring, summer, and then it has pictures of fruits and vegetables on it that are seasonal in our area during those months. It also has an icon for Strawberries and Salad Greens Day, and then another one of our big events called Growing Healthy Schools Month that takes place in the fall. So you can use the poster as a way to talk with your students, the students there, and show them, can you find strawberries and salad greens on this poster? Can you find other fruits and vegetables on this poster? What does it mean to be seasonal or local? That means that things are growing around here. And what's seasonal in DC in June may not be the same thing that's seasonal in Oregon in June, or in Wisconsin in June, or even in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. The growing season is different. So this poster helps to get a talking point there. And you'll also get talking points and plant care flyers for you to help you through the event. So what do you do when you arrive at the school? The first thing you want to do is sign in at the security desk in the front office. Most schools want to see an ID, so make sure you bring a photo ID with you. And when you check in with your point of contact via email or phone before the event, you can clear with them, should I report directly somewhere? Should I ask for you when I arrive? So you'll meet up with your point of contact, or you'll follow the directions from them provided previously. And then you want to get right to it. Set up your education station. Make sure your t-shirt is on, put on your apron, or give that to somebody else in the school in the cafeteria, and get excited. You can set up your station however you'd like to set it up. We'll have some photos for you to see as examples in a minute, but it's really flexible. We've asked the schools to provide a table for you, but if there isn't a table in the end, put your stuff down in a corner and then, alternate between the materials and just walk around and talk to the kids. That's okay too. We've had it work really well in smaller cafeterias where a volunteer wearing their t-shirt will just walk around holding the plant and the roll of stickers on their arm, and they can talk to the kids at each table about the plant and then hand out stickers. It's really simple. So what do I do at the end of the event? So you'll want to clean up your education station. So you want to make sure you leave the spot as nice as you found it. So any extra stickers that you have, you can offer them to the school, your point of contact, the cafeteria. If there's a garden coordinator, you can take them with you and keep them. The poster is the school, so you can leave that there and tell them they can hang it in their cafeteria. The plant is the school's to keep for them to plant in their school garden. If they don't have a school garden and they don't have any way to use the plant, and you have a garden at home and you'd like to take it to plant, that's fine too. And then the t-shirt and apron are yours to keep or give out as you see fit. So make sure that you also thank your point of contact, let them know that you're leaving for the day, sign out at the front desk, and then give yourself a pat on the back and say, job well done. Thank you for volunteering. If you took any photos, you can send them to your point of contact. You can send them to myself as well. If you are posting anything on social media, make sure that the kids, if it's pictures of students, that they do have photo releases, or you'll just want to post a photo that doesn't have identifiable faces. So a lot of times when I'm out at schools, I'll take photos of the back of kids' heads as they're eating, or of their hands on their trays, and that way it's not identifiable for the child. If you do post on social media, make sure you're using our hashtag, which is berries and greens. And that's on your volunteer talking point. It's on our logo. You'll see it everywhere. So here are some photos just to walk you through of what the event is going to look like and what you can do to set up your education station so that it looks similar across the city. So this person brought their own tablecloth. We don't have tablecloths for you, but you're welcome to bring your own tablecloth if you'd like to. They put the stickers on a bunch of stuff, and they printed out some of the information from the resource packet and put that on the table, and then they set up their poster. They had their plants. I like that they put stickers on their plants. It was very cute. And they kind of just have everything in one spot. This was the woman I was talking about before. She just took the plant and had the stickers on her arm and walked around the cafeteria because that was the situation they had. It was a very small cafeteria. They didn't have a table set up for her. And so that's an easy way to do it as well. These are just some very happy girls eating their strawberries. So one of the things that I've found really successful, and this is what I did here, was the students were like, oh, I haven't tried them yet. Oh, I'd love to take a picture of you trying it. Kids love getting that picture taken. You can show it to them, and even if you don't post it anywhere, that will encourage them to taste or try their food or smile with it. And you can always send those photos to us too. This is our superintendent. Last year we had an event at Burroughs Education Campus, and she came along with the mayor and people from DCPS and the Public Charter School Board and the State Board of Education. And she was helping to hand out samples. They did samples as opposed to doing it as part of the lunch that day. So she had her apron on and she had her tray with her samples and was just walking around and engaging with people. So that's really the extent of this webinar and the extent of the information that we have from you. I want to open it and leave plenty of time for questions, just in case things aren't clear or there are specific situations that we want to have addressed. So please feel free to either raise your hand and ask a question or use the chat function to give us some time for questions. One thing I would like to say while we wait for any questions that come up is that if you haven't made contact with your point of contact yet at the school, please do so. If for some reason they are not answering you or you haven't been able to hear back from them or get in touch with them, shoot me an email or a text, let me know, and I can support you in making that connection again and kind of put a little pressure on them, because I do want you guys to feel ready when you are about to show up. So I'm going to stay on until about 9:20, waiting for questions, at which point I will sign off, and we will do our best to get this webinar up on the website as soon as possible for those who missed it or might have shown up late. But if you did show up late, please download the handouts. The slides are there, and read through them right now, and that way I'll be on here for another 5 to 10 minutes, and you have an opportunity to ask questions if there's something that's not covered in those slides. Otherwise, you're welcome to shoot me an email or give me a call. My number is 202-262-0893. And I will stay on until 9:20. If you don't have any questions, you're welcome to sign off at this point. I really appreciate you taking the time to do the webinar and to volunteer with us. It really means a lot. It helps us make this event really meaningful and powerful in the schools. So thank you. Yes, I missed the first few minutes. Will strawberries and salad greens be part of the school lunch on Wednesday? So yes, the answer to that question is yes. If you are at a DC public school volunteering, then yes, the strawberries and salad greens day will be part of the school lunch on Wednesday, guaranteed. If you're at a charter school, it depends on that school, but most of the schools that requested a volunteer that you got matched with will are also serving the food that day. It's not your responsibility to bring strawberries or salad greens day. Or salad greens to the school to serve to the students that day. So if you missed the first couple minutes of the webinar, you'll want to download the handouts from the handouts section of here, one of which is a copy of the slides. Just read through them real quick, and if there's anything that you have questions about, I'll stay on here for a couple minutes and we can chat, or you can give me a call. My cell phone and my desk number are in my signature email. Okay, we are going to end the webinar. So if anybody has further questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. You have my email, it's erica.walther@dc.gov, and my cell phone number is 202-262-0893. You're welcome to call or text today, tomorrow, or Wednesday if you have any questions at any point. Thank you all for participating and for volunteering for this event, and I hope you have a great day on Wednesday. Bye.